Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. It is Nostalgia Wednesday. I don't have a better name for it, and I don't really like silly names for stuff like that, but still, it's Nostalgia Wednesday, where I choose a song from my youth, and I react to that, so that you can hear the kind of music that I grew up with. Now, this song, Escalator of Life by Robert Hazard. I'd never heard of Robert Hazard before I heard of this song. But back in 1982, when I was in the Air Force, I spent my first almost year. I put air quotes around year because it was right around a year. I don't know if it was more or less, but I spent my first year at Hurlburt Field, Florida in 1982. It's actually off the Eglin Air Force Base campus, little spot there that the Air Force rents from itself so that they can have a separate place on the Eglin campus. Now, at Hurlburt Field, what they do is they go temporary duty and they build a base so that people can come in and then fill it with support and this and that and the other, so it's a base. But they wear red hats, they're known as the Red Hats, and they go into various places and they build a base. So that's where I was. We did all sorts of, there were just exercises going on all the time where we would get the huge C5 Galaxies, and these are the kind of things where trucks and tanks fill up these things and they look like matchbox cars. They're so small compared to the aircraft. It's absolutely amazing. But we would take everybody's things, their packs, put them into pallets, load up the pallets, get those ready, put the pallets on the plane, taxi the aircraft down the runway, and then that was the exercise, just to make sure that we could get everybody together and gone in just a couple hours, that they could make a base for people to go into there so that the war could continue forward. Now, that's what we did at Hurlburt Field, Florida. But one of the people that I was there when I was leaving to go permanent change of station to Zembach Air Base in Germany, he made me a mixtape. On this mixtape was a whole bunch of just weird stuff, from Dr. Demento stuff to commercials to songs like Robert Hazard's Escalator of Life. So I want to share the song Escalator of Life with you because it's good and it's ancient, but it's still good. I was only 19, maybe 20 at this point, because it was a year, so I was about 20 when this song came out, so thumbs up. We're going to react to this one. Now I'm going to yammer over the top of it, kind of like I've been yammering now, but I'm going to yammer while it plays. Two reasons for this. One physiological, one pretentious. Physiological. I damaged my brain from my 23 plus years of alcoholism. Be very careful with drinking. I also have fibromyalgia that makes it very difficult to concentrate. With the depression from the death of my wife, it is so hard to remember stuff. If I don't say what I think when I think it, it is gone. And I'm not going to upload a video where at the end of me just watching a video and saying nothing, I continue to have nothing to say. I'm not going to upload that. That's boring and awful. I can't pause the video because I talk so much and so often. The logistics of trying to sync the video to the audio would be a nightmare. It'd be 5 days editing a 5-minute video, and I'm not going to do that. So I can't pause, can't pause, can't wait. I have to talk over the video. Pretentious reason. I consider most reaction channels, reactors, and reaction videos to be YouTube cancer. I've watched too many of the creators that I respect watching an obvious mental pain as they watched a reactor sit blank-faced as the entire video played and they said nothing, and then gave a quick miss the point summary at the end. I refuse to hurt my creators that I respect like that. I talk over the top of the video. I tell you what I like. I tell you what I don't like. I tell you why I like what I like. I tell you why I like what I don't like. I don't want to be YouTube cancer. So let us watch. Let us listen to. Let us enjoy. And let us react to this very long intro to the song. Let me move my boom mic. And then the actual song itself. Robert Hazard, Escalator of Life, right now. Okay, it's an audio only video, which I guess it wouldn't be a video at that point, but audio only. I had to turn up just a tiny bit. I got it up loud enough. I needed to make it a little louder. A lot of the stuff that I like that's like timeless is just they don't use tricks. They just use good music. And even 30, 40 years later, it sounds contemporary. This song could have been made, maybe a few changes. I mean, nobody would have made it today. But if it had been made today, it'd sound very close to this. Big on keyboard. The 80s loved keyboard. I grew up listening to keyboard. I love a good keyboard. The rock and roll supermarket. Now I gotta chair dance instead of talk. Yeah, I can't play air guitar, so I air sing. God, I wonder if he is even still alive. I should probably Google him. Oh, yes, we are. Gotta dance on that escalator. I haven't listened to this song in decades. Literally decades since the last time I heard it. And I still know when the points are to do that. Oh my God, did I listen to this song to death. That was big back then. I mean, in certain genres of music and video, wearing gold around your neck like crazy is still a big thing. But back in the 80s, it was huge. I can't believe I'm remembering when these spots are. Literally, it's been decades. I just suddenly thought of this and said, God, you know, I wonder if. Googled the lyrics and went, oh my God, I gotta react to this. There's a lot of what I love about the song is so wrapped up in the nostalgia of the time. I can't point to any one specific thing and say, this is why I like this, because so much of it is just the fact that I got it from a person that I really respected, and I hung on to it for decades, for years and years before the tape that he gave me self-destructed. Oh my God. 20 years old again. Oh, that's a long frickin' time ago. And the weird thing, of course, about getting older... Oops, I gotta move my software so I can actually look straight at y'all and still be centered. Nostalgia is such that the stuff you feel while you're hearing the song has nothing to do with the actual song anymore. It's wrapped up with everything from the time. All the smells, the sights, the feelings, everything wrapped up into when you hear the tune, you feel all of that. There's no way to ever give that impression to anybody else to listen to. All you're going to hear is just, hey, that was a song, wasn't it? You don't have being 19 years old in 1982 in Florida for the first time ever really getting out on my own, and the terror of having been through basic and then tech school and then my first base and then leaving to go to Germany, traveling around the world, and a guy I respect gives me a mixtape with that song on it. I wish I could record the neuronal activity in my brain, and you had a machine where you just put the cap over your head, popped in the recording of my neuronal activity, and it would force your brain into feeling and remembering what I felt, so that you could feel what I feel when I listen to that. Otherwise, you just hear a competent song. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's good. The guy's voice could probably do with some voice training. Again, I don't even know if he's alive. And the instrumentation, that's all good. In fact, the only thing that could really date this is the fact that there's so frickin' much keyboard and synth. That is such an 80s thing. Oh, God, my fingers are sticking here. It hurts to crack them, but it's a momentary and then it quickly fades. When I don't crack them, they stick and hurt. As long as they continue to stick, and they'll stick until I crack them. Yay. So yeah, that was a very, very good song. Very, very nice. I like that song a lot. Very competent. It could be a contemporary song, aside from the use of synthesizers and keyboard, which nobody frickin' does anymore, at least to that extent. So, man. Hey, if you could check out my links down below, that would be awesome. I got like Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be awesome. I am going to be really hurting for cash next month. The government's going to start taking out money that I owe them, that my frickin' bankruptcy lawyer was such an ass about. He didn't include anybody on my bankruptcy, so I still owe everyone. Thanks, guy. They're going to be taking money out of my disability, that's the word I was looking for, my disability check next month, and I'm already minus 300 and some in my account. If you don't help, I'm going to have like $300 to pay my $1,000 rent. I really don't want to be homeless. That would suck. If you could help, that would be awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, but I would understand if you don't want to. My personality has rubbed people wrong my entire life. I understand. If you don't like my videos, I understand. If you don't want to subscribe, I understand. But if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of my time, which will hopefully be at least 19 summers. So definitely a thumbs up on that. That was such a frickin' good video. I love that thing. Not the actual video itself. Again, there's no video. The song is frickin' awesome, but so much of it, who knows how much of it is the song and how much of it is simple sheer nostalgia. But the song itself is good. The instrumentation is good, the beat is good, the tempo, the rhythm, the actual lyrics, everything about that is well done, competent, and awesome. As stated, it could be a contemporary song. We have reached a point in our cultural advancement that you really have to push to bring anything up and over into postmodern, because right now the stuff from the 1950s can still sound contemporary, and that's like 70 years ago. Our culture, our civilization, our world has not really jumped ahead all that much in the past couple hundred. It's been things like computers and all that which have changed, but the bigger things that make our lives are still roughly the way they are and have been for over 100 years. So how about that? Anyway though, You take care. Have a great day today. I got a game video coming up on this channel. Hopefully, if I don't fall asleep, I got a game video on my game channel. Links down below if you want to check that out, please do. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. So keep smiling. Remember the 80s with a smile. And if you weren't even alive back then, if you weren't even born until the 90s, just listen to stuff like this and then just try to think. So, son of a gun, you take care, and I will see you on the flip side, my friend.